that's the intro. Middle C, let's play down here. A and D together to the D note. And you're playing third, you're playing the G and B to the F sharp A. And that riff. And then walk up and walk down. Contrary motion there. So you have the A, playing sixth in the right hand. You're playing the A, F sharp, the G sharp and F, the G, E, to the D chord, F sharp, A, D. In the left hand you're playing A, B, C sharp, and D. So that's the intro. Next section will be the verses. Okay, the verses, like we said. Alright, so there we're at the verses. So in the left hand is a walking bass line, D, low to high, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, C sharp, and D twice. That's the left hand. The right hand, playing just a D note on the D. When you go to the F sharp, you're going to play the D, A, D. You go to the G and the bass, you can play the G chord in the right hand, D, G, B. Changes up to the G sharp in the left hand. You can play E, B, E in the right hand. Up to the A in the left hand. You can play the A chord in the right hand. E, A, C sharp. Up to the C sharp. You're going to play on the C sharp, the lower C sharp. You're going to play A, E, A. When you go up to the high C sharp, you're going to hit the D. So far we have it. Okay. One more time. When we get to the D, we're going to hit this note by itself. Then hit the D chord with it up top on the top D note we're rocking to. A, D, F sharp. When we go back down to the D, you're going to hit the A chord. Back to the D chord, so right. That's how that part is played. To the G chain. In the left hand you're playing same thing, same walking bass line, G, A, B flat, B. The same pattern twice. In the right hand you're going to play okay. So you're hitting just playing sixth. Everything else here is a sixth. Just playing the D note on the first note by itself. So, and that's played on a downbeat. Another is played on when you rock to the top G. So the lower G is played by itself. When you get to the top G, that's when you get the D note. When you get to the A, play the A, you're going to play C sharp, A sharp together to C, A. One more time. When you get to the B flat in the left hand, you're going to play G, B, and G together twice. When you play the B in the left hand, you're going to play the C, A, back up to the C sharp, A sharp. So that's the first half of it. One more time. out the left hand pattern again, and the right hand's going to play a D and B twice. Same thing with the A this time. Again, the A, you're going to play the C sharp, A sharp, down to the C, A. B flat, you're going to play the B and G again twice. When we get to the B in the left hand, we're going to play the A and F to the G, E. Alright? That's the second half of it. The whole thing together. One more time. Okay, he does vary it. He plays his riff a little bit different. I think on the second verse, whatever, he plays it more like this. Like I said, the original way is. He's hitting this twice. On the original way he plays it. He only hits it once on the variation. Down. Alright, so if you just look at that, you'll see for me from playing it. I don't have to go over it. One more time though. That's the first verse. Second verse is. Then it's back to the riff again. Up to the next chain. So that change is going to the A now, coming out of here. So we can play this 4 times. To the E twice, and back to the A twice. So so it's alright, so the A, you're going to play, you're going to slur, hit the A note, you're going to slur to the E over the B flat. You start on the lower 8, this A note is played by itself. And then after that, every other note is applied to each note. Okay? Time. On this he's slurring from the G to the G sharp on the lower E. He hits the top E, he's going to hit the C with it. So the second time the E is played by itself on the left hand. One more time. Back to the A. So it's playing G, E, G to F sharp, D. One more time. Okay, then it starts the riff again. So coming out of the second A there, right? On there, then he plays that lower bass note, the D, by itself. Then he hits this D note on the downbeat. Alright. Okay. To there, then to the next section. Excuse me. Play a little bit sloppy there, but anyway, the next section he's playing the G and D in the left hand, and he's playing the B and F in the right hand. The middle notes, in the left hand is a B flat B, and the right hand is a C D. That's played twice. Those chord changes are, in the left hand you're going to play the A note to the B flat note. Right hand you're playing the F, C, F. It's like a drop second here basically with the bass note. But you're playing F, C, F to the B flat chord. F, B flat, D. Same thing with the next change. You're going to play the E to the F in the left hand, and you're going to play C, G, C, E to the F, C, F, A. Then you're going to go from the E to the A. You're playing G, G sharp to the G. When you get to the G, you're going to be on the A. Okay? One more time. And then to the riff. That riff is just playing octave apart, just using the C sharp and D notes. One more time. Walks up, alright? So when he plays it the second time, it's all the same. It's all the same up to there, except we're going to walk the chord up now. You play A. The left hand is going to play the A, B, C, C sharp. Walk up. The right hand, you're going to hold the A octave and you just move in the middle note. C sharp, D, the E flat, and the E. Okay? Then back to the verses again. That's the outro. It's played a little bit different than the intro, and it's played an octave higher. I did that in the beginning of the video, but it's the A, D to the D note, playing the thirds, G, D to the F sharp A, and you're playing the riff. When you get down here, you're going to slur this part here. So you're going to play the A, you're going to slur the A sharp to the B, D. Then you're going back to down to the A, D. Then you're going to play the G sharp, D note. Then you're going to play the G, D together to the F sharp and D. So. On the last three, the bass note is going to be, when you get to the G sharp, playing the E in the bass. When you get to the D and G, you're going to put the A in the bass. When you get to the F sharp and D, the D, then drops down to D octave. So like I said, it just starts off an octave higher than the intro. And then that's how it ends there. Okay, that's it for this video. The of that piece. Maybe another video I'll upload that on. Thanks.